Alright, so I'm going to share with you some of my top 5 smoothies. Now, I already did a smoothie video for my first top 5, which was the pina colada. I did one on a peaches and cream, and then I did one on the melon and avocado video as well. So those were 3. Now we're up to 4. This is one that is absolutely delicious and works every single time. There are some variations to this though I like to do. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of cream to it. Sometimes I like to add blueberries instead of strawberries. Or I like to add raspberries instead of strawberries, that kind of a thing. But you want something in that berry tangy range to kind of offset that smoothness of the papaya over here. So we got the papaya. Then we got the avocado. And you're going to want to use a whole avocado to a whole papaya to 1 banana. Alright, so that's your ratio. And as far as berries go, you add them in as you feel you need to make up a full 6-cup container. That's usually what I make every day, is 6 cups. You know, go accordingly. I mean, you may not be able to fit this many strawberries in. This is the end of my, my strawberry box that I bought, so now I want to use them up. But depending on the time of the year I'm making this smoothie, I might use the blueberries from my garden, or I might use blackberries or raspberries or things like that. Whatever I get in abundance, you want to add that berry to it. But your base is going to be the papaya, the avocado, and the banana. You just need one of each and you're good to go. Alright, so let me add this to the blender, mix it up, and we'll do a taste test on it. Unless you want to watch me actually add the avocado anyway. I just basically go like that with it. I mean, this avocado is so ripe, it's falling out of the skin. It's basically falling out of the skin. And you really want to scrape your avocados clean, guys. Get as much as you can out of there. Don't leave anything behind, because you are paying premium price for that avocado. And the same thing with your papaya. Just basically get it started and ride the skin out with the spoon, and just take it out chunk by chunk. Just ride it out with the spoon, scrape that spoon along the skin, and get as much of that papaya in there as you can. Alright, so let me finish this and let me blend it, because you don't want to hear me running the blender. Let me get all that done, and then we'll be back and do a taste test on it. I'll try to describe the flavor. Be right back. And here it is, all mixed up. Now you can see this is a really thick smoothie right here. That is really, really, really thick. This is a fantastic smoothie for breakfast. It's generally not a very high sugar content smoothie. So if you want to add a little sugar, like I did this morning, I add some of the Domino's pure organic sugar, or even better, you can add brown sugar, or you can add molasses, or you can add another type of sugar that's called raw sugar. It's brown in nature, but it's crystallized. That's another really good sugar. So if you want to sweeten it up a little bit, don't hesitate to add a little bit of that sugar. Stay away from white sugar. Stay away from confectionery sugars. Don't use those things. Just use the raw sugars if you need to. Most of the time, if you let your fruits ripen up all the way, they'll tend to reach their peak in sweetness. Unfortunately, the strawberries that I'm using they're really tangy strawberries, and the main reason for that is because store-bought strawberries are picked way before they're ready to be eaten. They need to turn red all the way through the strawberry. Most of the strawberries we're getting from the store are white in the middle. And because of that reason, you're getting a very tangy effect to it, and they're not so sweet. But you do get the strawberry flavor, and that's really what I like to use in my smoothies. But unfortunately, the store-bought strawberries are white in the middle, and you're almost never going to get fully ripened strawberries. Almost never. They're always going to be white. They're always going to be tangy. So go as you will. I would recommend going with the blueberries. Now, if you could get store-bought blueberries, that is probably the way you'd want to go. You could either go with the blueberries. The raspberries are nice too. I like to do that with raspberries, but they're expensive. They're not cheap. And I grow blueberries, so I like to use the blueberries that I get from my garden when it's seasonal for it, you know, and then I'll make my smoothies with that. But buying them can be quite expensive. You can really jack the price of your smoothies up. So let's give this a taste test and see what it tastes like. It's got a very nice papaya theme to it. So that's the idea, is we really want to keep the theme of the papaya in that smoothie. We don't, I may have added a little bit too much strawberries, plus they're tangy. I'm not looking for that effect. You're just looking for an accent when it comes to the berries. We don't want to overdo the papaya flavor, because the papaya flavor is a really light flavor. It's not a very overwhelming flavor. Strawberries are very potent in flavor. So when you're making a smoothie with papaya or avocado or even banana, there's not a lot of flavor to these particular fruits, so you want to be careful how you accent them. You can easily overdo it by adding too many blueberries or too many strawberries or anything like that to it. So definitely, you know, you don't put as much strawberries as you see me put in there. I only wanted to use my strawberries up. I would probably recommend no more than 4 to 5 fully ripened strawberries. If you're going to use strawberries that are white in the middle, just use a couple. Don't use too many of them. You're better off using blueberries. Blueberries is definitely the way you want to go. Or raspberries. Raspberries work really good, but you want them fully ripened and stuff like that. Man, this is good. This is what I eat every day for breakfast. Not this smoothie, but smoothies in general. That's my breakfast every morning. I'll drink a 6-cup blender full of smoothies, and I'm good the entire day. I don't eat the rest of the day. In the evening, I get a little hungry. I might make something for dinner, you know, steamed vegetables or something. But one of these smoothies, I'm good for the entire day. I'm eliminating all my potential to eat any kind of flour products. No eggs in the morning, no bacon. I do eat eggs once in a while, but I really try to avoid all that food. I don't want any bread or anything. And these smoothies are very effective for doing that. And this smoothie, particular, the papaya, is really, really good for you digestively. It's a very excellent, it's the best known digestive aid enzyme. As you get older, you don't produce as much digestive enzymes as you did when you were younger. So as you get older, you're not producing as much. Means that it's harder for your body to process food. It has to process it halfway down your digestive tract rather than in your stomach. So this aids in that. Papaya is known to aid in digestive and just intestinal health and all that stuff. This is one of the smoothies is up in my top 5. This is probably number 4. And I got another smoothie video coming up I'm going to do soon. I'll leave that one a surprise, and that's going to be up in my top 5. But if you've never made a smoothie with papaya before, now you can vary a little bit with the type of ingredients you add to it. I like my smoothies really thick and creamy, and I add water to it, but I like them creamy, so I'm always adding avocado. Papaya in and of itself is a very thick and creamy fruit, so that alone, you really don't need avocado. I like banana because of that slight banana flavor, and it softens. The banana softens the flavor zones. They work really good. See, like papaya is not a sharp, contrasting flavor, whereas banana is not a sharp contrast. And I like that smooth, mellow type of effect. Sometimes I really want to build on that. And this particular smoothie really builds on it. Again, if you're going to add strawberries to it, that's a very sharp, contrasting flavor. It's only used as an accent, but unfortunately I use too many because I need to get rid of the strawberries. I got to go to the supermarket today and pick up more fruits and vegetables, but really want to use ripened fruit. So, I did want to make a note too. You do got to add quite a bit of water to this your smoothie, because it's going to be too thick. Your blender is not going to blend it. It'll turn it into a whipped cream paste. So you're really going to have to add a pretty good amount of water. I would say I probably added about 1 to 2 cups of water basically, and as it got too full, I drained off some and then added more water until I got the consistency I like, because it's just simply too thick for your blender to work. You'll burn your blender right out. Give this smoothie a try. Comment below. Tell me if you like it, you don't like it. If you needed to add sugar to it, let me hear your thoughts on it. All right, so that was a video for the papaya, avocado, and banana smoothie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.